Hi everyone, Alex here from Felt and Caboodle, and today we're going to be looking at some bird feet. Now these we do sell on our Folksy shop. They're available in 4 different sizes and in 3 different colour wires. So this is what we're going to be making today. These come flat packed, which is how I actually store them at home as well. They take up a lot less room. So if you're buying them online, all you need to do is push the leg up, and there you have your foot. So with these, they're fantastic for any type of bird you're going to do. These bigger ones I tend to do like raptors and things like that out of them, because they've got a really nice long toe on them, so you can bend it, add some really nice either polymer clay or hardened wool talons to them. Now, depending on how you felt, you've got to consider what type of wire you're going to be using. So if you're making a really big bird and you're like a very hard felter like I am, and you do it just with wool and an armature, the bird's going to be quite a bit heavier. Now these are strong, but if you're looking at doing a very big bird, then I would say do your armature so it has legs at the bottom, and then all we'd do is run that armature down the length of the leg here and have it coming out of the bottom. I always leave mine coming out the bottom because it's a great way of attaching them to any sort of bases that you want to use. I attach a lot of mine to wood, so I drill a little hole in the wood and the stronger part of the armature comes through. That takes all the pressure off of the feet and the legs, and it's just purely on that thicker wire in your armature. If you do use polystyrene on it, anything like that, obviously they're a lot lighter as a finished piece, so these would be absolutely fine on their own. But if you're making them at home, you can use whatever wire you want to. If you're making something big and you want to use a really thick wire, that's fantastic. You can definitely do that. I've done it on a couple of my barn owls. You just, as long as you can use a pair of pliers on it, you can make these. It's as simple as that. Another good thing about these wire ones is that they can go in the oven with your polymer clay. So if you wanted to do all the talons out of an oven baked clay, you can just attach these after it's made, and then once they're set, you can build up the wool on top of that. Now, I've got one of the legs here that I just really quickly, roughly covered using our wrapping wax. Now, I love a bit of Mod Podge when I'm covering the feet, so I'll tend to use one of our wrapping waxes. This hasn't been felted at all. This is just using our wax. And then once I've built up enough layers of that, then I do like putting a really thin watered down layer of Mod Podge or any type of like PVA glue. And I think it gives it a really nice texture as well, and it makes it a bit different texture from the rest of the bird, which I really like. But I'll do more videos about how I actually decorate them and get them ready for a final piece on other videos. Let's stick to what we're here for today, and that is making one of these. So all you need is your choice of wire, a pair of pliers and a template. Now your template, I only ever use cardboard. I am in the process of getting some nice wooden ones made up, but they're going to be a little while yet until I'm really happy with the design. So let's have a look at this. So the longest length is going to be your leg length. Mine's slightly over, and then the shorter edge is going to be each of the toes. So you're going to use this whilst you're bending the wire, so you can make sure that all 4 toes are the same length all the way around. Okay, so using your template, get the end of your wire, measure it up against it, put your pliers at the end of the cardboard, and now you're going to do a 45-degree angle. You're just going to push that up. Now this part is going to become your leg. Next, you're going to use the shorter edge, line it up against the leg, line it up there, and then you're going to do another 45-degree angle, like so. So you end up with sort of like a zigzag. You're going to push this back so it touches the leg, and you're going to squeeze it in. So that's going to be the shape that you're looking at. And then all you're going to do is holding on to this wire and the leg wire, and then with your pliers you're going to twist the toe. Now this gives it a lovely bit of stability. You don't have to twist it. And another really good trick, if you are covering it without any of our wrapping wax, leave this end bit open, because it's great for tucking the wool through there and then wrapping it. It holds it in place, and then with your pliers squeeze it shut, and that will keep the wool in place whilst you put it around the rest of your foot. Right, so there's your first toe done. Now you're going to do the back toe. So you're going to measure again from the foot, from the bottom of the foot to the outside edge of the foot, and you're going to do another 45-degree angle. But it's really important at this stage to pay attention to what side of the leg this wire is. So on this one, the wire has fallen this side. So we want to bring this wire back round on the opposite side. This gives it a little bit of stability. So we're going to do another 45-degree bend, and we're going to bring it back round. We're going to squeeze them shut again, and we're going to twist. So now if you're not doing the twist, it doesn't really make that much difference at all. You just have to make sure that your wires stay in place when you don't twist it. So now what we want to do is we want to bring this wire to the other side. So we've wrapped it so it comes down this side, and to do the next toe we want to bring it this side once again to give it that bit of stability. So we're going to push the wire to the other side, make sure it's nice and flat against the leg, and then we're again going to measure. So push it up against the leg. That's your measurement. And then we're going to do another 45-degree angle, and we're going to bring it back on ourselves. Hold it in place and twist. There we go. So we're going to do the final one now, and as you can see, this has gone this side of the leg. So we want to bring it back round the other side. So from where the leg is, edge of the foot, 45-degree angle. Bring it back, hold it in the center, and we're going to twist again. There we go. And then with this bit that's left over, you can twist it round just once to hold it all into place, or you can just twist it all the way up the leg. I like twisting it all the way up. I think it gives it a little bit more stability, and you're not wasting any of that wire, because when you cut that off, you really haven't got a lot left to do with it. So just go round and make sure that they're all twisted. And you see that like there's a little twist missing there, so just twist it a little bit closer, and that's it. There you have one of your feet. So now it just looks like a cross, but all you're going to do is you're going to pull these two forward, keep this one back, and there you have a little bird foot. Now you can bend these. If you use a really nice pliable wire, you can bend them like so. So you can do it so he actually like holds on. There's so much you can do with them. We also do the hands as well, which I will be doing another video to show you how to do these. These are slightly more tricky than the bird feet. But have a go, see what you think. As I say, check us out on social media. We're going to be loading up loads more videos on all of our how-tos. So I hope you enjoy the video. Happy felting, people.